If you do this, this is something you will never regret. You will never regret this. What is it? Well, it's reacting calmly in the face of all adversity and in all situations. Now, I know that's not entirely possible, but as much as it is possible, you will never regret being calm. When I look back over my life, and I've had a temper and I've lost my cool over meaningless things, and I do it, I'll lash out at somebody over something petty. It might be justified. I'm not saying I can't justify it, but I'd lash out. And the next day I'd think, this doesn't align with who I wish to be. I'd like to be, let's use the word spiritual, calm, nice, above the fray, have some aplomb, some insouciance. When things happen, you almost want to have. I saw an old man in a line once, and a lady the guy must have been 75 years old little guy, trench coat on. It was the winter. He has his little bread, whatever he can buy on Social Security, cheese. Standing in line, gets cut off by this lady, who clearly just cuts him off intentionally. She's in a hurry. She doesn't care. She's one of those people. And I was pissed off watching this. Like, hey, get in the back of the line. Don't cut the old guy. And the old guy was kind of looking around at the store, and there was a gap between him and the cashier. Anyways, the old guy turns and he sees the woman in front, catches her cutting in front. And he's just like, okay, you know, people cut in line. He kept his calmness. Now, he might have been suffering from a little bit of dementia. He was really old. But I thought, hey, there's something about that, just oblivion, being oblivious to people being people doing people things, which people doing people things is a lot of the time going to be people doing a-hole things, people doing things that are needlessly aggressive and selfish and inconsiderate. It's going to happen. So one way to develop this calmness is just to kind of be absent-minded. It really does work. Just stop thinking. Stop having an opinion about what that person in front of you did. That's one way to be calm. Another way is to wait. When that email comes in that's testy and rude and there's a lot of innuendo and implicit things in the email, people they're really attacking you but trying not to, or they're lying to you, and you just want to fire an email back that's rude and aggressive in return, retaliate. I've done that many times. Text messages, you always regret that. Stay calm. What's really fascinating when I watch lawsuits, it's kind of changed the way I've sent emails, because I always, the emails and text always come out. And I thought, well, as much as I possibly can, I'm not going to be perfect at this, let me respond calmly in every text and email, every private communication. I'm not going to be perfect, but if I do that, imagine my text or emails someday became public. Now, I don't think I'm going to go to prison or anything. I'm just saying it's a thought experiment to stay calm. You'll never regret being calm. It doesn't mean you can't, if you're calm, you can't focus on the problem. You can't work intensely. You can't be passionate. There's a way to be calmly passionate, to be in control of the circumstances. One time I was flying and we hit terrible turbulence to the point where, how I always check the stewardess, see what she's thinking. If her face looks calm, you're like, all right, this is normal. They fly a lot. They've seen this. Well, this turbulence was so bad. The stewardess looked at each other and something was up. In fact, they went and sat back down, and you could kind of see them. I swear one of the stewardess had a rosary and was doing it. So it was really bad. Everybody was starting to panic a little bit, and the wings were flapping like, they were birds. There was so much wind and turbulence. The wings were going up and down like this. I'm exaggerating a little bit, but it was really rough turbulence. And all of a sudden, over the intercom, the pilot comes on and he says, shh, this is your captain speaking. We're hitting a little turbulence. We should be out of it in about 7 minutes. Totally calm. He handled a turbulent situation with calmness. It inspires confidence in other people. It instantaneously makes you a leader. And again, it doesn't mean you can't have a little bit of fire. That's not, there's a calmness to that. I've had great leaders in business that I've known, and when it was time to rally the troops, they could really give a passionate speech, but they were in control. So part of calmness is control. Part of calmness is being in control of your emotions and choosing your emotions, and people around you can tell when you're just passionate about something and in control, and then when you're reacting to something and not really in control, you're just pissed off. Now, if you do that and you stay calm, people are going to respect you. And if you haven't been that way up until now, try to be that way. That's part of life, is trying to improve from what you were in the past. There are a lot of times I've lost my cool over nonsense. And now my job is to try to be calm no matter what. And the mind, last point, the mind goes unconscious. You're going to have this as a conscious ambition. You're going to want to be calm, and you're going to be calm for a few days, and then the thought's going to disappear, and you're going to go back to your old habits, and then you're going to have a temper tantrum or lash out at somebody or send off that mean text, and you're going to forget to be calm. So you have to come back. You have to listen to this again. You have to write "be calm" on your to-do list and constantly bring it back to the conscious mind. That's how you improve. You do it, you forget to do it, you remember to do it, you come back to it. You just keep doing that, and eventually it becomes a habit, and that becomes the way you exist in the world. Last point is the new program I'm really working on deeply is about getting rid of negative emotion, having it evaporate in a way, and working more on changing your emotions instead of changing your thoughts. Most self-help is about changing your thoughts and then your feelings change. I'm of a different school now. I think the more you change your feelings, your thoughts begin to change after that. I'm not saying it doesn't work the other way. Your thoughts can change your feelings, but it doesn't seem to last, and it's not as powerful as changing your feelings, and then your thoughts automatically change. For instance, if you listen to classical music, beautiful music, or something that moves you, and you feel inspired and in a state of awe and reverence for the world, when somebody, let's go back to cut you off in traffic. Let's say you're listening in your car to Ave Maria. You have this great blissful feeling. Somebody cut you off in traffic. Your thoughts have changed. You didn't change your thoughts. You forgive the person. You bless them. And it seems to last longer when you change the feelings. And we'll talk more about that. That'll bring you some more calmness as well. Anyways, guys, please like, subscribe, hit the notification bell.